This is gonna be another two-parter because I got interrupted. But I've been mimicked so much that it's just been annoying at this point. Literally, people are faking like they're me, faking like they have my name, faking like they have my ideas, saying, well, this is the idea I had, but I couldn't take it all down, so I just came up with something else, and this might be a little bit better. But in reality, I've been hyper fixating on the same ideas since I was young. Literally, the Dream Center. Like, literally, there's a thing called the Dream Center that was made, and it was established, and there's like all these things that are falsely put out that, hey, this is what I created, and it's been here for this long. Like, a lot of these things have not been out there for that long. Like, these people put this stuff out so that they can devalue me. And I'm not even kidding. It seems like a joke. It seems like some schizophrenic rant. It is the absolute truth. And the crazy part is there's all these people around me that want me dead because they get profit off of it. They get profit off of my terror. They get profit off of me being took away, took down, and beat up on, and probably raped. Because they're so obsessed with that idea. Because I told people, I was like, well, when you get made, or when you get molested and touched on and felt on, your brain's awareness becomes heightened because you've been through a traumatic experience, and it's like the fight or flight in your brain, it goes hyper focused. It's like, well, this situation seems dangerous. Like, these individuals seem just like the individual that did that to you. These individuals seem like the individuals that made fun of you. They had malicious intent. They had killing intent. They really wanted to take you out, but they couldn't because it would be too obvious. But they have this intent to do harm to you. So be aware, and your body will show you that. Now, at this point, there's so many people involved, I'm probably going to end up gone. Literally, all these videos, they might get put somewhere where nobody can see them. If that's the case, I have to make one on a platform where people can see so that they can know, hey, this is something that you should be aware of. Gang stalking, making energy. Like, literally, people can make energy. I can create energy, but it doesn't affect people like that. It's like, if we're talking dimensional, it's like two-dimensional energy on a three-dimensional plane. The energy has no real effects on people because it can't do harm to you. It's like air. It's like air bending, but it's not air bending because you can't control the actual air. It's so strong. The will of the world is so strong that it will always overpower you. And I keep getting that little feeling in my throat, meaning somebody is doing something with the mouth, the throat. They're doing something to somebody's mouth and throat. So me, I have to just believe in myself, try not to get angry, because if I get angry, then they get abusive. They get so abusive that they take over individuals in a way that is so dirty and so disgusting, farting on people, putting dirt on people, putting nasty crap on people, throwing up, doing all this crazy stuff, and knowing that that's all happening. Like, I still have to talk about it because I have no choice. Literally, I have no choice. People understand nothing about this because they've never gone through it. And if they have, they're probably dead. So I'm gonna make videos. I'm gonna make sure that if I die, it's not a suicide. It was a really evil, foul play. Like, this is why I do this, because people don't understand how it works. And if I debunk everything, like, and I'm still saying I have schizoaffective, but it's not that bad. The schizoaffective is not that bad to where I'll think of all this crazy stuff like I'm doing it, but I'm not. I'm working my job. I'm trying to get a better situation of living because I can't keep living with my people because they're annoyed at me. They're annoyed that I think like this. They're annoyed that I have a mental disability that makes me hear other people. And other people are annoyed because I understand that they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing. No one wants somebody that can expose them around them because then it'll make them look bad. And nobody will want to be around them that has money or that has influence, because everyone shits on people with money. even though they worked hella hard to get that. They worked so hard because people did the same thing. They shitted on them. They laughed at them. They said, oh, you're crazy or this or that. Like, a lot of these people are in danger because they have influence and money. They have people coming after them so they can get influence out of them. Like, hey, this is what you need. A family that doesn't care about people, that knows how people work. And that's exactly what it is. Like, if I don't have anybody, then I have myself. And a lot of people have had to come up by themselves. Like, literally, it's not going to be a favorable experience. I'm going to go through hell. I'm going to have to go through so much that I might not even make it. But I'm not going to allow myself to suffer. I'm not going to allow other people to suffer. I'm going to have to figure out a way to get them out of the situation. And if I can, then I'm going to have to go out with them. Literally, that's it. Like, and I'm not done talking because there's still more. People acting like they're fun to be around because it's an inviting energy, just so that they can get people around them so they can take advantage of them. Take advantage of their life situation, take advantage of their intelligence. Literally, fatherless women, people that don't have fathers in the household, are the most at risk. If you don't have your father in the house, you are in danger, because people will force you to do things that you don't want to do. You don't have protection. You don't have somebody that has influence in a way that can protect you. You don't have people that will ride for you, that will do things for you. And even if you do, those people will probably get taken over if you can't say something in time, because it's always happening to you and you just get used to it. You get used to being bullied and fucked around with, talked about, trashed, thrown in the trash. Literally thrown in the trash. I kid you not, I was thrown in the trash. Put down in a way that didn't even make sense. Like, literally, I wasn't even a good friend. I was just somebody that they can manipulate. And they say, oh, we put you down. We put you down in our family. We made you family. Well, if I'm family, why would you go behind my back and do all this crazy stuff just to make me feel some weird type of way? Like, a family member that I feel like is family wouldn't do that. We would help each other build. We would help each other get what we want, get what we need. It would be through our practices. Like, yeah, this is how we operate. I'll read with you. I'll study with you. I'll give my interjections. I'll tell you how it feels to be like this. I'll tell you, like, this way of life. I'll teach you, like, in this book, this is what it was. The book Frankenstein is about a human being that was with the person that didn't really like them. They had to raise their child by themselves because they had the trauma before that their parent passed away and their significant other passed away. And it might have been because of the child, or the significant other had more love for the child than the significant other. So they passed away by whatever crazy accident that happened, right? Then the trauma came back, and then that, well, in this case, it's the father. That father lashed out on the child, and then the child came back and got at the father. Dracula, he lives by himself. He's away from everybody. He has an obsession with this female that he was once with, and he outlived her, and it made him feel terrible. And then he's always looking for her and everybody. He's looking for her and whatever person he can find. And he finally finds someone that really strongly reminds him of that person. So he takes over another person's relationship and makes that person his. And he's like this weird guy because he doesn't ever get outside. And he's always secluded because he doesn't want anyone involved in his life because he feels like he's cursed. But this is like a motif, if you will, or an allusion to the reality of loneliness and solitude. Frankenstein is kind of too, because it's the obsession with creation and being a god and having somebody that's just like you in the world but more perfect than you are. But then whenever your significant other is the sacrifice for that, then you get angry at it and you try to destroy it because it took away the thing that you love the most, so-called, right? Me, I'm just trying to live my life and be a better person, trying to go to school. I'm trying to get a better job. I'm trying to take care of people that are in my life. Like, I can't say all the things that I've tried to do and that I do because I'm not trying to put anybody's business out there. But I've literally tried so hard to be a man that could take care of his family, and just be a great guy. Like, that shit does not exist anywhere. Like, I don't think there's such thing as a great guy in reality. Like, there's just people who know how to manipulate people and people that just choose not to manipulate people because it's just not the way that they live. If I can make myself into a person that can achieve basically anything with my own will and my own mind, then why would I have to manipulate somebody else to do something for me? If I can find interest in things that will benefit other people, then I'll use that and I'll make connections that make sense and that matter. Not, I'm gonna get a person that's in this vulnerable state and then I'm gonna take advantage of them and make them do what I say. Like a person that goes to a certain place that praises a certain thing. Like, I'm not gonna say it because it's gonna make me look like a heretic and a blasphemer. But this is literally what I've seen in action, going to those places since I was a kid. And other places are probably doing the same thing. And that's the way people live, right? But it doesn't have to be that way. Like, literally, there's a such thing as synergy. Energy doesn't just manipulate everything into place. It works together. There's an attraction and repulsion. When there's an attraction force, things work together and make another thing. Like, it's not always a forceful thing. Nature is never really forceful. It's actually, and it kind of is. It's kind of violent, forceful, winds and waves crashing, but that's just the energy. Like, the actual interaction is combination. It's a fusion. It's like sometimes it's a wave, a small wave that collects sand. That sand gets heavy and goes to the bottom of the ocean, and it gets deposited in a creature that compresses it in its mouth and makes a pearl. It's not a violent interaction. It's just a natural thing that happens. The thing is buried in the sand, so it's always collecting. It's not a violent interaction. A tree growing out of the ground, like, it busts through the ground, it busts out the seed, but it's not a violent thing. Water trickles down and feeds that seed. The seed eats the nutrients out of the dirt, and it does take sacrifice, but it's not always the sacrifice of something else. Like, oh, I have to take something from somebody else to get what I want. I've literally made my life from just taking from myself, saying this is what I'm going to take from myself to build something else. And it works. Literally, I've grown so much. Even if it's just physical, I've eaten. That takes things away from other people. But even if the food can go bad, then me eating it is not a problem. If that dirt is going to turn into rocks anyway, it's going to dry up because of heat, then it turning hard because of the roots of a plant, it's not going to hurt the dirt because it's going to go to that form anyway. Like, there's so many things I could say, but it just won't get the point across because it just doesn't. At the end of the day, those analogies don't matter. Like, literally, when it comes to people, and we're more sophisticated to that. Like, literally, we shouldn't be comparing ourselves to basic, gross items anyway. We should be comparing ourselves to the great things in the world. Like, literally, most stories are violent. Like, a single person having to battle a whole army of a lot of people. So in reality, I'm going through the journey of a person that's like me, schizophrenic, mentally ill, persistent, crazy, if you will, moved by things, because as a man, you shouldn't be moved by much. You should be 11 would never call you anything but voiceless, because people don't actually like anybody. And this is somebody that's famous to me. I'm not gonna call him out, because I wouldn't say anything about Stranger Things. I don't really, I watched the show, it was cool, it was kind of influential, but I don't need a reference to show because I've gone through it. I was kind to people and they treated me like shit. And it's not because I wanted to do something to them or manipulate anything in their life. It was literally just, dang, you look like you're going through some hard times. Either you're gonna get tougher or you're gonna have somebody that can help you out. That's all it was. Because I've been through it and I'm not trying to see you go through the same thing. It's literally it. That's the whole point of the police or the army. We can't all go out and just fight these battles ourselves, even though that would make sense. Like, everybody gets something and you go after somebody that's either your same size or that you feel like you can handle, and we go at it. But we shouldn't be trying to take over anyone else's land anyway, because we can't even stabilize our own land. We can't even create a true order in our own land because we allow anybody to do anything. Like, that's like if I had a piece of untouched gum that I left on the table. Anybody's gonna touch it, look at it, pick it up, try to chew on it, and if they think, oh, well, this person's gonna say something if I chewed on it, let me put it back in the wrapper. Let me stop being a first person interview. But people know that everything I say is so maddening, because it means that other people can take over whatever they want just by agreeing in a group of people. It doesn't even have to be a huge group. It could start off with 4 people. 4 people could hate you. Then they get their parents involved. They get their family involved. Those families, they get together and they're like, hey, we're going to do something to this person. We're gonna get all our friends involved. Hey, this person did this. Look, when I'm gonna tell another story that's gonna make me look really bad. And I want to look bad at this point, because I want people to see, like, this is how everything probably started, right? A good friend of mine, we became good friends kind of before this, but after this, we were actually really close. Like, we hung out pretty much all the time, which it kind of seems like setup vibes now, but I didn't see it at the time. But I accidentally shot him with the 22, a pellet gun. I shot him with the pellet gun in his clavicle, right? And I told him, look, man, if you want to send me to jail, which he probably didn't want to because he could get revenge, right? If you want to send me to jail, you can. I was hurt about it. I was torn apart, because I had never done like anything like that before. I hadn't even handled a gun before. But when I did that, it was like, wow, this is the dangers of having a gun. This is why I don't have one at this point. And it was a pellet gun, so I thought of it as like a BB gun. And people told me stories about them shooting their friends with BB guns all the time, and it just leaves a bruise. Not even an actual like mark that can make them bleed or anything. I was like, well, it's probably the same thing. Then he gets hit and then everything changes. I'm like, well, damn, he's actually hurt. Now it looks like he wanted revenge in a lot of ways. He has even pointed a gun at my face, a pistol. And it was a real pistol. And he pointed it at my face, and I just sat there like, okay, go ahead. I didn't do anything. I've gotten guns pointed in my face like 4 or 5 times. I just sat there like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. I have to deal with it. I have to go through it. It's gonna be painful. I'm probably gonna shit myself. I'm probably gonna pee. I'm probably gonna cry, throw up blood, all of this stuff. Or I might just drop instantly and not feel anything afterwards. Either way, it's something that I have to go through. Like, I can't just fight somebody and take their shit. And I kind of deserve it anyway because I hit him with the bullet and it hurt him and it affected him for a long time. So for me, it's like, well, it could have been different. Like, it really could have been different. I even told them, hey, you can shoot me too. You can have them shoot me. There was a guy there who got a knife and tried to fight me with the knife. I was like, okay. And I cut myself. I didn't even cut, like, I didn't even cut him. I just backed away with the knife and kind of defended myself. And it was just, it seemed like a joke at first, but it was really like, oh, we're gonna get him now. Man, I was trying so hard not to be like just disappointed and angry. I even went into solitude for a little bit, but they lied about the story when I went to school. They said, well, this is actually what happened. And I was like, why would you lie? I would have told everybody what happened because this is what I did. I would have told the cops. I was like, hey, it was a freak accident, or if you want to say it was on purpose, that's what you want to say. Like, literally, it wasn't even a purposeful act because I had no animosity towards the person. But me, I was always made fun of. I was always laughed at. Like, literally, people would put anything on me because they would have thought that would have made me angry and spiteful, but it just made me want to be by myself. Like, literally not talk to anybody. I talked to my group of friends that I grew up with from 6th grade to like 8th grade. Then I stopped talking to them. Then I went to high school. I was in band. I started talking to my band friends more often because we hung out literally all the time. After school, during school. And they didn't even like me. Nobody did. My teachers didn't like me. The students didn't like me. Then it went to my family. My family started to hate me because of all of this. Even people in my neighborhood, like before, it was already bad, but then it just got worse. And yes, I did do something really wrong. Like, that is something that can make a person like mad, like really pissed off, like I'm just gonna murder him. And I was like, look, could have did it all those years ago. I even said, hey, I'll pay for the hospital bills. I even give you compensation afterwards. Not that money can solve everything, but just anything that I could do. Nothing. Hey, you're good, man. It's chill. Like, it's whatever. Then they followed my people around and they took them over and started crazy shit over me and made me look foolish everywhere that I went because they didn't want me to succeed in any way. And I was like, well, if I could succeed, then I could actually give you something to repay you for all the things that you went through. But they don't want any of that. They want to come after me and my family because I thought it was a BB gun instead of an actual gun. Knowing that if I wouldn't have done that, I probably would have got hit with one myself. Because that's the energy that was there. And I'm not going to say that because I'm not trying to defend myself at all. That make me look like a victim. I'm not a victim in that situation. Weirdly enough, everybody thinks that I'm trusting people. I'm not trusting anybody. I have no choice but to maneuver like this. Thinking that everybody's going to take me out. Like, yes, that's the feeling that I have. I went to parties. Every party I went to I was a laughing stock. I wanted to do music. My music is not that great. I'm just getting off the ground with it. Just coming up with ideas. Just starting my music, talking about all this stuff that I'm going through. Like, hey, I'm fighting demons in my head. I see evil around my town. This is what I'm going through. I'm trying to fight it all. I feel like I'm the cause of a lot of problems. And this is something that not a lot of people would say. But I'm going to say it because I'm not afraid to tell the truth. And if I get arrested for it, whoop-de-doo. I get arrested. Like, that should be what happens. I should have gotten arrested, and that was the point. I should have been put in cuffs and taken to jail for years and thought about everything that I did, and they could have sent someone in jail and say, yeah, teach him a lesson. because that's what people don't realize, is that lessons come in many forms. And hey, that's the truth. I understand that. I've been told that many times. Lessons come in any form that they want. And that's the only thing that I've seen, is that, okay, for 10 years, maybe more, 12 years, 11 years, you've gone after me, you've put people on me, you've turned everyone against me, you've made me look stupid, you've seen that I didn't want to even be around anymore, you've seen that I didn't want to be alive anymore, but you came with me, you smoked with me, you did all this stuff with me, you acted like my friend, you took me out. You could have did it then when we were at that place nobody was. All these holes in the ground, flexing on me like I was a pervert when they were doing way worse than I was, because they were actually taking these women and making them into video stars. If that's what women want, hey, I don't know what women want. I've never known. I've literally been oblivious. I didn't know anything about anything. I just heard somebody call my name. They're in my neighborhood where they don't live, meaning that people who don't even need to be involved are involved. It's gone to the point where innocent people are being taken over by people, from military to grade school to workers that just work their job so they can support their families. Literally all these people taken over because I accidentally put a gun towards someone and shot them, not even trying to hit them. If I'm being real, I didn't even want to hit him. I didn't even want to pull the trigger, thinking that there was nothing in there. I did it to scare somebody. And that's all it was. And in reality, it doesn't make it any better. It just makes it look like a freaking dumb interaction. We could have done anything. We could have fished. We could have just stuck with a video game. We could have took over somebody else. No, I wouldn't have even done that. Because why would I tell them to take somebody else over when we could have done productive things? It's been productive. Like, oh, okay, let's learn something together. Let's teach each other something. Let's talk about something that matters. Let's put ourselves in a position to succeed. And this is success for them. This is actually success because they don't lose. Ever. Literally, I've never heard of them losing or being broken or having trouble with anything. Literally, everything is cool. Like, after that, more clout, more fame, more energy, more people to talk to, more people to have fun with, more people to think with, to make ideas with, and tell people, hey, he's a fool. He's not nothing to us. He can't even see us as cool people who do things to people who aren't us. And that's fine. But you don't have to do anything to anybody else. Like me, I'm not the guy to, hey, just spare me, man. Yeah, I didn't mean to do it. I apologize. Like, literally, there's not enough words in this English language and any other language to express how sorry I am. It's just what it is. People are gonna feel how they feel and they're not gonna change their mind. But because I'm not a cool kid, it's just, oh, he's gonna get pulled out of the God's head and taken over and made into some crazy person that doesn't even know how to play games with people because they want to see how much you can do. Like, I don't need to play games with you. What games do you want to play? Workout games? Yeah, I'm weaker than you. I can't go as hard as you can. I can't go as fast as you can. I smoked a lot. I smoked every day, multiple times a day. I smoked cigarettes multiple times a day. I've taken drugs that shouldn't even be in the human body. And that's why I'm like this, because those drugs will alter you in a way that will make you feel weird. You'll feel crazy. You'll feel everything that's happening to you all at once. It'll make you sick. It'll make you not want to eat. It'll make you not want to live. Literally, I wanted to die. I pissed myself. I literally sat there in fetal position and pissed myself with the covers all over my face. No feelings, no nothing, just like a bright light, and that was it. And then people want to see me cry. Like, I've cried. I don't cry on command. I don't just I don't do stuff like that. I don't go out of my way to appease people. I'd rather it be authentic authentic feelings, so that they can see, hey, this is actually what I feel. Not, oh, I'm telling you right now, I can't take anything that you say. I can't take it either, because literally, not even understanding the feelings of other people. Literally, I moved around so much that I didn't have childhood friends that I could call and be like, hey, yo, let's hang out, let's meet up somewhere. And I didn't have a phone. When I got social media, I didn't remember everybody's name. And then I did try to reach out to my friends. They didn't even remember me. They said, oh, who's this guy? Oh, I might have remembered him, but not that much. Everybody hated my guts. And yes, I had angry thoughts because I was a lonely ass dude. So I'm gonna die like that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm going to leave like that. I'm gonna leave lonely. I'm gonna leave by myself. I'm gonna leave with everyone knowing what happened, the truth, how it went down, why it went down. But all these other people should not be involved. You can involve family, that's cool. You can involve your friends, that's cool. But random people with kids and families and all these people that shouldn't even have anything to do with it, all of them had been involved. Literally. Every job I go to, the same energy, the same anger, the same fake smiles, the same, oh, how are you today? It's that guy that we want to see. You don't want to see me. No one wants to see me for real. No one wants to be around me for real. And that's fine. Be real about it. Don't lie about your feelings. Lying is what makes you mad, because you have to be around somebody that makes you pissed off every time you look at him. That's the guy that made me feel like this. That's the guy that took away everything that I had because he made a decision that he could have not made. And I accept that. I could have got my life took a long time ago, so I have to be grateful that they allowed me to live this long. I have to be grateful for that. But there's a part of me that's like, well, you did all of this at the cost of all of these people, when you could have just took me, and you wouldn't even got in trouble for real. Knowing that you had all these people under your control, you wouldn't even have gotten in trouble. You would have been fine. They would have made it look like something else. It would have been easy. Now it's this whole big thing that it shouldn't even be. Ruining an entire country off of a small interaction. That is like the funniest joke in the universe. We're gonna take over a country so we can make a guy feel like nothing. How angry do you have to be? Like I killed your cousin, like I killed your family member, like I killed a friend of yours. Like I took somebody away from you. Literally, I've taken nobody from anybody. I made myself look like a fool many, many times. It was easy. I look like a fool now. I literally have no energy to be anything but a fool. And that's the funny part. People will never understand that being stupid is the worst thing to be. Literally not understanding people's known energy is what kills you every time. Because they're known for doing people wrong, known for giving people hell, known for putting people in situations that they would never be in if they weren't around. And if you were in something, you should have said something. Hey, it's too late now, right? Everybody's took over now. Everybody's put down for this whole thing. Even other countries are put down, knowing that they took over a world to do this. You have to be a genius. They're so intelligent that they've put a whole godly energy over me. I'm so fearful for my life that I'm numb. I have no feelings. I have just this. This is all I have. A camera, and this is how it was gonna end anyway. I knew it was gonna end on camera because that's what I wanted to start with anyway. Making videos, skits, jokes, little cool movie style videos like, oh yeah, this guy who has something in him that's different. Or this girl who has a person that's interested in science and she gets into something with him and then she gets changed and now she's super intelligent. Or a young person that sees a rock fall from the sky and they touch it and it makes them energized, or it gives them a wish and that wish is granted, and then they use that wish to change the world or change their situation or change something. Literally, movies don't even feel the same anymore. Well, they kind of do, because you can't get over movies. Like, they're cool. Like, a film about something that would never happen on this planet can happen inside of a movie. Somebody can be put into a situation where no one knows what happens, but everyone sees it, which is how the movies work. They put people in situations that they wouldn't have gone through if they never put themselves into that situation. Now it looks weird because people are going to start seeing things as what you say, and that's the influence aspect. Your free will is that you get to believe what you want. You get to feel what you want. You get to exert whatever force that you want as a result of this, and that's going to be the cause and effect aspect. Me, I'm gonna have no feelings. I'm gonna be dumb because I'm not using my power to go out and see people who can get more information from me, like to a Star's place where everyone goes to be farther than this. Maybe I should go right to them and just say, hey, go ahead and do what you gotta do, because that's the Stars place. They are greater than me. And I can admit that as a first person energy, as a man. I can admit all of this as first person. I can admit that I was wrong. I can admit that I'm a lesser person because I've done things that other people would never do or think about, because they don't have things that took them over. They don't have people who didn't like them since they were young. They don't have people that will try them in different ways that are not even regular, not even normal or sensible or even intelligent in that way. It's just trash. Like, it's trash talking, trash energy, and trash feelings. And that's who I am. I'm garbage. I'm Mr. Garbage. So I'm gonna end this video here. I might make another one today, but I'm gonna end it right there. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe if you can. If you can't, well, I pray that you get some help, or maybe you'll meet me one day and I can help you out of this situation. I'll be aware enough. But if I have so many people, which is never gonna get to that, but if I have so many people coming at me trying to get help, it's gonna be overwhelming, so there's not gonna be an ability to do anything. So, and that's what the police force has to do. That's what the FBI, CIA, that's what they have to do. There's not enough people that are willing to go out of their way to help people. There's more people that want to have resources to get away from things and to do things that don't make sense. So, yeah, I'm gonna end it there.